September 18th, 2024. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you, and what are we going to talk about? Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. We're going to talk about crime. We're going to talk about drugs. We're going to talk about the homeless. And what I'm going to talk about right now is that a parking lot up there on Nolan Road and 40 Highway, the Toys R Us and Gorman's parking lot. A lot of crazy stuff goes on up there. Well, today when I went by here not too long ago, there was a 18-wheeler, a car hauler to be exact. What I found interesting, they had removed some vehicles off this car hauler. Antique too. Looked like there was an old Corvair over there. And it just makes me think about some of these things because I've noticed lately there's been an uptick in some of these kind of shady car lots. And what I mean by that, I go by out here when I go to the zoo off Blue Ridge. And there's one not too far there off, I think it's by Snibar, kind of when you're going up there off Blue Ridge. And the thing of this is, for the last, I don't know, 8 months, years since they opened up, they haven't had very many cars. They get junkers over there, wrecked ones, and they work on them and stuff. But there's been a big uptick in about the last 4 weeks. I mean, like they packed the lot full, which I think is kind of strange. Now, originally I thought, well, maybe they were doing this because of school starting back in. Maybe they figured, people would be buying cars for their kids or something like that. I don't think so. I think it has to do with something else, and maybe something more not as good, put it that way. We've had a lot of influx here. With all as many people that's come in here, there needs to be a lot more vehicles out there too. But getting on with this, the drugs and other things go hand in hand. Way back when I was a younger child there, my father, he ran about 11 of convenience stores and filling stations here in the area, a couple, 3 out of state and stuff. And actually got to see, people probably forget about DeLorean and when the FBI basically arrested him for cocaine. Now, he beat the deal in the end. There's a lot of controversy, a lot of stuff over all that. But I was there when they confiscated a whole bunch. Like I said, I was a younger child at the time. I got to see when they pulled it a whole bunch of those DeLoreans off those, actually a dealership over here in Kansas City. Actually got to see that. The drugs and the cars go hand in hand. And these car lots, there's some of them, they're not good. You can look on Channel 5, Channel 4, Channel 9, and you can see, there's people that's bought these cars. These cars shouldn't even be out on the road and stuff. Actually, Jeff City needs to be probably out checking basically all these cars, and if they have titles to every one of the cars. If they didn't, I think there could be a lot of repercussions on that. But getting on with this, up here where everything in the whole world, from all the drugs to the prostitution to the ones that race their cars, that just in the last couple of days, Kansas City was saying that, they're cracking down more on here. They was showing a lady, I think it was Channel 5, if I'm not mistaken, had called, and they were doing their spinning around stuff, doing their donuts and stuff, and shooting 9mm Glocks and all that and everything else. It showed her calling 911, and it took like 10 or 11 minutes, and then nothing never happened. She called back again, and finally one police car showed up for about 50 to 75 vehicles. And, I guess the whole thing of this is they said, well, they have to weigh the good and bad and how they handle this. And then finally so many cars did show up, but they just let them get away. The thing of this is, if they're not held accountable, then, nothing's going to get done. These people are the ones just like that biker that hit my car a couple days back, hit my side mirror. Those are the same ones. Those are the same ones that go up here at Gorman. They sit in their little rods. Some of them come from Blue Springs. Some of them come from the Kansas side. A lot of them have Kansas tags. Some of them are rich little kids that are 30 years old or 40 years old still driving them. And they're dealing drugs. So, something, Independence, Jackson County Sheriff, Highway Patrol. I mean, everybody should be aware of what's going on here. But anyway, I'm going to show this car hauler. And then I had a Camaro that went past me there too with a black gentleman over there, the Toys R Us lot. It just amazes me. I mean, who wants to go over there? But I did notice that when I went by the motel, it looked like everything on one side of the motel was fairly clean today. Now, there was still trash out by the street, of course, but what I mean in the parking lot, they had massive chairs and big old, I don't know what this truck is. It looks like a power and light truck. I guess they don't pay the guy enough money to have a house, but it's power and light truck there. I don't get that stuff either. That don't even make sense. I mean, I don't get it. And then when I went down Nolan Road, I noticed it looked like there was a black lady that was out in front of McDonald's. And she was on the curve in front of McDonald's, which looked a little odd because, I mean, McDonald's, if you go in there and get a drink or eat, I mean, you can go in there and sit and stuff. And I don't know, it looked a little weird. It looked, like I said, maybe somebody that might have been over at that motel. So anyway, let's get on with this, guys. And I'm going to show that. Hold on. All right, guys. Now, I'm going to show this. This was at the very end when I was getting ready to head back. This is something else I had never seen before, which is very unusual because I go by this area all the time. And this Pickles Plumbing van had pulled in up there too, which I thought was kind of weird. I never even heard of this bunch, Pickles Plumbing. But anyway, it was even pulled over. It pulled over there when I first turned. But I want to show this hauler. And somebody must got some money there somewhere because somebody got an antique Corvair. And I'm going to do this real quick. You can see this. Let's see, make sure my deal don't go off here. What did this thing just did? There we go. So, there's this guy. Now, maybe to buy it, maybe whoever owns it over there is letting them do it, or maybe he's got a car lot too. But, I don't know. But if somebody just let them do this, Independence, there was a deal, they had a council meeting, and they were talking about that car lot across from where kind of like Doc Holliday's at Tool Shed is down there. And it says they never seen nobody buying any cars there. And they don't understand what's going on there. And they're just using it as a transfer place. But this was weird. And I'm going to show you from the front view, so hold on. But, oh yeah, let's not forget to show that Corvair. Man, that might be worth some money. That could be mint Corvair, man. I mean, that's, hey, well, that connects back to the DeLorean. He was an engineer. He's the one that also did on the Corvettes. If anybody knows anything, I think they pronounced that, was it Day-Dion? Day-Dion, I think. That was your third member rear end back there with your two other axles coming off. That was before like front wheel drive and stuff. And these Corvairs, they were revolutionary. They got, I think his bottom line is they got rid of them. They supposedly would flip over and stuff, but it was the first kind of engineering for down the line for the front wheel drive because it was independent and they had kind of like a CV joints on the side. But this was a rear wheel drive vehicle, guys. But interesting. The trunk was in front. So I just thought that, I mean, that's pretty wild for a staging area right there at Nolan Road Fashion Square at Gorman's. What do you think, guys? All right, guys, I'm having some problems with my computer. Let you guys see that. But I will show it. I did have several other different parts of these SD cards here. Anyway, you can see this gentleman up here in this car hauler, and his legs were hanging out of the vehicle on this Humvee. They had a Humvee, and they had a Corvair, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So hold on. There's that Corvair. Man, doesn't that look like a mint condition, guys? Somebody's truck over there too, meeting up over there with them. All right, guys. So there's old car hauler there. Different angle when I was going down 40 there. Crazy stuff. I'm going to hurry this along, so hold on. All right, guys. I'm back. Had another phone call. Sorry about that. Anyway, where was I? Anyway, there's a car hauler. Anyway, guy was hanging out. I think it was looked like a Humvee and stuff, and they had that Corvair down there. Wanted to show that. So hold on. All right, guys. Now I'm going to turn here. Just got to turn around here. Strange stuff, though, in these parking lots up here. A lot of drugs, prostitution, a little bit of everything. And we're going to show this Camaro. Now, this Camaro come up way far back. I'd come down 47th Street. But I'm going to show where this, like I said, there was a black guy in this thing, but he just drove on, which I found very weird. Another one, you know, there's a black guy goes over here, Latino guy goes over here, and they're dealing stuff. So I don't know about this. I don't know. I thought there used to be there used to be a Camaro that used to sit out here in front of this gun store that I guess, I don't know what that gun store, it's kind of iffy too, because when I was looking to buy a gun, they were closed and you have to do it online. So it's just another weird kind of location deal. But this actually didn't go in there. It didn't turn. It went on, just kept on going. So very odd, but that's the Camaro right there. And parking lot was empty on this side other than this Camaro going in. And, of course, we have the hauler. And then we'll show was that Pickles? Pickles Plumbing. So, hold on. Interesting, though. So, let's go on down. And as you can see, there's Pickles Plumbing. And I just thought, this is weird. I've never seen, well, if I'd have seen something like this, I'd have remembered. And it pulls into the parking lot. And he parks there, but he doesn't stay long. Because I go on back around up there by the motel, come back down Nolan, and then he's coming out. That's what I was showing at the very beginning. A lot of trash out here. You guys can see all that. But they did get rid of the bed, the 2 couches, and the 40-foot dumpster. Interesting. And I'm going to show that. As you can see, it's pretty cleaned up. But I don't know, what's weird too about this place, all of a sudden you'll see like 30 or 40 chairs sitting outside of this place too. I don't get that either. But this was all cleaned up out here in this parking lot area today, man. It was, and there was no guy sitting over in the grass here eating out of the trash either. So I wanted to show that. When it's halfway clean, let's show it. But let's see if I can bring this in real quick, guys. As I turned here, right here. Like I say, this, I don't know. This is like something that might have come out of the motel. This is sitting on the curve and on a cell. I don't know. Kind of strange. So we're going to hurry this. I'm going to go on down Nolan. And there's the Pickles. Pickles Plumbing. I've never heard of him before. Never seen him over there either. But I guess he decided not to sit over that parking lot too long. Which is probably a good thing. But the car hauler's still there. There we go there. I don't know. Maybe something new in there. I don't know. So hold on, guys. There is another pretty good shot photo of all that trash up there by Gorman's off that side road. That is a lot of trash, guys. Oh yeah, guys. One other thing. Last night went up the street up this way. And another funky kind of little thing was that one of those cars, like these little ones that they speed around, it's got the old good tailpipes on them and stuff. There was one at the top of the hill, and there was a guy that was down in the ditch. There was a big piece of cardboard. Now I don't know what this guy was doing. I don't know if he threw a piece of big cardboard down in there just to get rid of it. I don't know what he was doing. He jumped back up into his car. I mean, there's crazy things that you see here that just unbelievable. I know. So we get to the top of the hill, and he's got a line of cars backed up behind him. But he was down in the ditch. So I don't know if he threw this cardboard away or what the deal was on it. But it was weird. And that's what I'm going to show here. That's another weird thing. I mean, it don't matter. Anytime I leave my house, there's some other weird thing going on here. And there's a lot of weird stuff that goes on. So hold on, guys. There's a car turret there. Wait till you see this. Okay, I'm going to stop it right there and put my cursor. This car, there's a guy down in the ditch. And there's a big piece of cardboard about the size it'd be like for, like, say, a big, like, say, like almost like a washing machine or a dryer or something. Now, I don't know if he just threw the box away down in there, but he comes out of the ditch, jumping up, jumps into the driver's seat of this car. Now, where do you see stuff like that? I mean, I don't know. I mean, more crazy stuff. You can't make this stuff up, though. Stop it right there. Here's the cardboard. It is, like I say, about the size of a big piece of cardboard, like you'd have like a washing machine or dryer in. He was down in there. So I don't know if he just threw it down in the ditch. Figure that's how you get rid of it. And then he runs back up and gets... It wasn't like there was an animal or something laying there or something like that or something. I don't get it. And you can see the cars piled up behind him. This is East 47th Street. South, on the south side. Very strange, guys. So hold on. One more shot of the old trash at Gorman's. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up. Like I say, don't know. Very strange. And that car hauler up there, I don't know. I mean, this stuff all goes hand in hand. Seems like a lot of this stuff's intertwined, interconnected. Anyway, guys, keep your eyes open and stay safe out there.